I'm Eric Sultan, and this is Denver Block by Block, where we discuss real people and real situations in real estate as we walk Denver block by block. This couple wasn't new to real estate. They had bought 2 homes before, both in North Park Hill, but instead of experience giving them confidence, it had left them skittish, and rightfully so. Their first home became a great rental, but their second home, a financial disaster and an emotional disaster. They skipped key inspections and were blindsided by major structural issues. In the end, they had to sell it at a deep discount and move back into the first one that they had been using as a rental for a few years. It took their trust in the process. They weren't just cautious, they were afraid of making another big mistake. On top of that, they had a new priority. Their 12-year-old daughter had just started at Denver School of the Arts, video arts, and they needed to stay close enough for a reliable commute. He grew up in a household where money was always tight. That background never left him. Every dollar spent, especially on something as large and uncertain as real estate, felt like a potential mistake. She was more open, but still haunted by the previous loss. Their last home had let them down, and even though they were back in a safe place, their old rental, they weren't where they wanted to be, so the stakes were high. They weren't looking just for a house, they were looking for peace of mind. So how we met, it starts with friends. They didn't Google the best realtor near me, they didn't find me through an ad, they found me through a friend's referral, and that trust transfer made a huge difference. Still, I had a lot of work to do. So the key ingredient with them was listening, really listening. They didn't need to be sold. They needed to be heard. They needed a realtor who didn't just say, let's go look at some houses, but one who would sit down and ask, what went wrong last time? What would make you feel confident this time? Where are your boundaries financially and emotionally? I didn't push them to love every house, but I did push back when fear started driving the decision instead of facts. Because no house can fix every problem, and no amount of waiting will create the perfect property. Next, we had to define what really mattered in their search. So we got on a few non-negotiables. They needed a house that wouldn't need any big repairs. They wanted to stay in Park Hill. It had to feel like a step forward and not a compromise. It had to be near DSA so that their daughter could thrive. I also helped them let go of a few things, that they could find the perfect home. That's something that comes up almost every time. That their past mistake meant that they couldn't move forward, that every flaw was a future disaster. So the house that they found, we found a house that had been well-maintained, with records, on a quieter block in Park Hill, close to parks, friendly neighbors, an easy commute to DSA. It needed a couple of small updates, but nothing scary at all. We didn't start with a general inspection on this one. We started with a structural engineer. Even though the home didn't show any sign of structural issues, I knew that unless we had a structural engineer go through the home first, they would always wonder. That decision alone gave them peace of mind and the confidence to say yes. So what made the difference? They didn't just find the right house, they found the right strategy. They had an agent who respected their history, a process that protected them from repeating old mistakes, a deeper understanding of what really matters when buying, and now they're not just homeowners again, they're happy homeowners, back in Park Hill, back in control. Why this matters for you? If you're watching this and you've had a bad real estate experience, or you're just nervous about getting it wrong, let me say this, you're not alone, and there is a way forward, but it starts with having the right guide. Someone who listens, who knows the market, who's not afraid to tell you the truth, even when it's hard. If you're ready to talk, whether you're buying your first home or your fifth, or you're trying to recover from a rough experience, reach out to me. Leave a comment or message me directly. I would love to hear your story. Well, it's autumn here in Denver. I am walking down the 1800 block of Dahlia in South Park Hill. It's absolutely gorgeous here, and couldn't be a nicer day. Thank you so much for spending some of your day with me. If you want to know more about my channel, know more about real estate in Denver, please reach out to me at eric@denvercitybroker.com or leave a comment below. I will definitely get back in touch with you. I appreciate you spending some time with me. And until next time, this has been Denver Block by Block.